Hey everybody, it's live a day for the month of May and we're in part 2 of taco meat. So the pork has been cooking for almost 2.5 hours now. It is fork tender, so let's go on over to the pot and let's see what's going on. Alrighty, so we're done. There we go. Alrighty, so you can see how much the meat has cooked down. Remember, we had the water all the way up here, and so now the meat is fork tender. See how it's kind of falling apart like that? So what we're going to do is, I have a colander and a bowl set up over here. So we're going to take the meat out and reserve the liquid, like the recipe said. And we're pulling this out, but can you see there's like some bits and some leaves and some stuff in there, and stuff that we don't want in our final product, like that bay leaf. Here's another bay leaf. And some other bits. Okay, now this is where this tool I showed you the other day comes in really, really handy, because we want the juice, but we don't want a lot of those seeds and stuff in our final product. So we're going to pull this out, and basically what we're doing is we're clarifying the liquid, and we're removing the nuts and seeds. And, well, nuts, not nuts, but the allspice and the bay leaf and, all of that stuff. We're trying to get that out of there so that we have a pretty clear broth that our meat's going to go back into after we shred it. Okay? So, I did discover I do not, don't have corn tortillas, so I'm gonna have to make this recipe with flour tortillas. So we got our meat coming back over here to our little cooking area. Let's flip back. Ta-da! Okay, whoops, where'd you go? Oh, you got to see all my pretty plants. Okay, all right, so we're back. We've got the meat, we've got it in the colander, we've got it draining, and we now have a couple of forks, and all we're going to do is we're just going to shred this meat. So, I'm going to lower my camera just a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. So hold on just a second. Slow down. Alrighty. Yeah, little better. Okay, so I'm shredding the beef, or the pork. I keep on forgetting it's pork. Now, at about the 2-hour mark, I tested it and I tasted it to see how it was doing. And I wasn't really happy with the flavor. I was getting more pickling spice than anything else. And so I added a little bit of salt and some beef bouillon, which upped the flavor and made it a lot more like what I'm used to for this particular dish. But still freaking yummy. Yeah. So, okay, so as you can see, the meat is just turning into strings of yummy, concentrated goodness. So we're just breaking it up. So now it kind of looks like barbacoa, but it's pork. So can't really call it barbacoa. Well, I guess you can. I really don't know. I don't know. Anybody, you tell me. But anyway, so see how it's all stringed like that? Okay, so we've got it pretty well strung. And the thing that's cool about it is those big chunks of onion and those big chunks of garlic, they just become part of the mess. And so it's just really, really super tasty when all of those flavors meld. You've got all those spices in there and stuff. So now we're going to put it back in the broth and let the broth absorb into the meat, because that's what the original recipe said. So bear with me while I go chuck this back in the pot. So in our pot that we had the colander sitting in, we have some more juice, and we're going to add that back in as well. So right now it's on the soupy side. So let's go back over so I can show you what the soupy side looks like. So you see, hold on just a second. All right, so you see it's on the soupy side, and the meat is pulled, and the liquid is reduced, and everything is that yummy, 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 yummy goodness. And it's all broken up. See how it's all broken up? So that is part 2 of 3. Oh, hold on just a second. I know. So just so that you know, my girlfriend, God love her, bought me this fancy dancy with a circle light and all that other good stuff. And every time I've tried to use it, it pops my phone out. You know, phone goes across the room. So the holding thing doesn't quite work for my phone. So I learned this trick. You have a pop on the back of your phone. And for those of you who don't know what a pop is, it's like a little circle and it just pops out. And you stick your phone with the pop on a cup. And I've got it sitting on a can of dates. Or you can use a coffee can so that you're in the right level. So right now I've got my date can and a giant tankard and my phone sitting on the tankard. See, little tricks that you learn. All right, so the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be turning this stuff into tacos. So now I'm going to tell you the taco story. Okay, so this recipe was my dad's absolute favorite thing in the whole wide world. My mom's string beef for tacos. My dad loved it, okay? But my dad had really bad teeth, and he had dentures for as long as I can remember. I don't even remember when he had his natural teeth. I only remember when he had dentures. And so when you make a taco, you can soft fry them, which is just enough to get the tortilla soft, you know, the tortilla fried, but not crispy hard like a tortilla chip, okay? Or you can fry them super hard. And when you fry them super hard, they're harder to eat. So if my mom was mad at my dad, she would make the string beef for tacos, which tonight is pork, and she would make the tacos hard because she knew that he would have trouble eating them or couldn't eat them at all. And that is how I learned that food can be a weapon. Yeah. So, anywho, so that's it. We're going to be putting these together and we're going to be frying them, but I need to get out the cast iron skillet. I need to get out the oil. We need to get that all ready. I need to get my toothpicks and put those tacos together, and we'll get them fried. So that's going to be part 3. That's going to be a little bit later because this meat still has to reduce a little bit, because right now it's kind of at the birria stage where it's stewy, soupy beef versus the stringy beef. Well, it's pork, but you know, I got beef in my head. But for last night though, for those of you who caught my video last night, making the infamous crackers. Some of you I got a lot of questions about the crackers, how they look when they're finished, because you all saw them in the bag, but you didn't see the finished product. And I did post a picture on the video in the comments of what the finished product looks like, but I still have the finished product, so let me show you what it looks like. So hang on just a second. So the crackers that I made last night, which was called Texas firecrackers. So as you can see, all of that oil absorbed into the crackers, and all of that flavor stays on top of the cracker and in the cracker, and just makes it yummy, delicious. Now, my girlfriend Elaine is gonna try baking it to see how that works. But she's a chef, so she might even come up with a bougie version of this. Because, you know, I kick it up a notch, you know, and I make it bougie by adding different kinds of spices, like, you know, this Trader Joe's seasoning that just makes it over the top. That makes it a little bit more bougie. But, you know, in a chef's hand, could you imagine how insane this recipe might be? Oh my God, I don't know. But remember I told you I had to make 2 bags? So I got up this morning and 1 bag was half gone. So, just let you know. I know what happens in my house. You should know what happens in your house. And by the way, Travis, thank you very much. I hope I'm glad you're enjoying my little recipes. And Terry and my cousin Terry and my girlfriend Terry, you know, you've been faithfully watching all of this. God bless you. So, you know, so anyways, that's the pork is a little simmering away over there and absorbing all of the last of that goodness. And then we're going to put it in tortillas and we're going to seal it with toothpicks. I don't know, that's a mom thing. And then we're going to fry those puppies up and we're going to have tacos. So I'll see you in another hour or so, or I don't know, maybe 45 minutes or so, because I want to have these ready for when Rod gets home from work, and it's going to be about another hour or so. So anyways, so I'll see you again with my cast iron skillet, my handy dandy oil, and my pork, whatever the hell, and we're going to make tacos. Okay? So we'll see you in a little bit. And don't forget, I love you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Talk to you in a bit. Bye.